Oktarogar! Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not an orc. I'm a human. So, trick or treat.
My Lord Godfrey's bushy beard. Are you alright?
Yes? I'm pretty sure you're supposed to give me candy, not kidnap me.
Do you know what the bloody hell is going on? He is coming.
Who?
The Headless Horseman. He comes every year to burn down this town.
What? I've never heard of him before. Who is he?
Let me see here. Here we go. Take a gander at this book. Fair warning, it's very, very spooky.
Our story begins during the Scourge invasion of Lordaeron. The Cult of the Damned had just spread infected grain to all of the villages, and Prince Arthas took it upon himself to kill the innocents in Stratholme before they turned into zombies. Uther and a lot of the Knights of the Silver Hand refused to participate in this massacre and went to go assist the surrounding villages. This included Sir Thomas Thompson. Thompson wasn't just a paladin. He was also a pumpkin farmer and had a wife and 2 kids, and his farm was located in the southwest section of Tirisfal, like right here. The lands of Lordaeron is something Thomas Thompson really cared about and continued to fight on with his fellow paladins. One of the big problems with this war was not just the Scourge, but the food supply. Since all of the grain was infected, the humans of Lordaeron were tired, starved, and desperate. Oh, yoo-hoo! In comes Baron Rivendare, a rich noble of Stratholme who sent a shipment of grain to where Thomas was stationed. Thomas blindly trusted the noble and let the town eat the grain.
Outstanding!
Little did Thomas know, Rivendare was actually a close ally of Kel'Thuzad and purposefully infected the grain. To Thomas's horror, the people he swore to protect quickly fell to the plague. With a heavy heart, he had to slay the once innocent civilians. He had failed them, and it was sad to say, but this was only the beginning of the depressing stories to come. To recover from this mental blow Sir Thomas took, he returned to his family for comfort. From his home, he watched as his kingdom rotted away from the inside out. His prince, Arthas, killed his own father and his mentor, Uther. Every day, there was another story about a village being wiped out and more innocents dying a slow, painful death. Thomas would stop at nothing to defend his kingdom, but he didn't want his family suffering the same fate, so he sent them on a boat with Jaina to Kalimdor. For the next 4 years, Thomas continued to fight off the Scourge. His crusade to dispense light's justice led him to joining the Scarlet Crusade. This organization of light extremists was secretly led by the Dreadlord Balnazar, who disguised himself as Saidan Dathrohan. Through the Dreadlord's manipulation, he was able to radicalize many survivors of Lordaeron into being fanatical members of the Light. These people experienced firsthand that no one can be trusted and may secretly be agents of the Scourge. One day, Thomas Thompson, Saidan Dathrohan, and a squadron of Scarlet soldiers were performing a routine plague check at a nearby village. At first, they were pleased to see that everything seemed to be fine. The villagers had plenty of food, there was no zombies invading, and everything was clean. But here's the thing. It was too perfect. Saidan planted the dubious idea in his mind that this perfect village was a front. These villagers were hiding something. They are not who they seem to be. These are secretly scourged filth in the skies, members of the Cult of the Damned waiting to strike. Thomas was not going to let these soulless scourged snakes get away with this ruse. The Holy Light brings forth justice quickly and without mercy. Townz went on an utter fanatical frenzy as he killed every villager in sight, making sure that no one escaped the light's wrath in his crusade to make Lordaeron whole once again. With blood-soaked robes, Townz drove his blade into his final victim. The young woman's innocent gaze seared into Thomas's very soul. That was when he realized, in his blind crusade, he had accidentally killed his own family. Child murder?
I know, right? Bit dark, isn't it?
His own kid?
Yep.
That's messed up.
Yep.
Isn't this universe supposed to be for kids or something?
That's up for debate, bruv. Just keep reading.
How? How could his family be in this village if they sailed away on a boat 4 years ago? The only thing that made sense to Sir Townz was there must have been a storm, something that would force them to turn back. Whatever it was, Townz was now a broken man. A man driven to insanity and is now completely unhinged. His fellow Scarlet Crusade members had to lock him away, hoping that he'd kinda just chill out. Deep within his cell, he constantly spoke in deranged rhymes that would haunt the guards within the monastery.
Hearken, cur. 'Tis you I spurn. Now feel the burn!
Wait, hold on. I think he's saying another one. Listen very closely. It was clear that Townz was off the deep end now, and there was no real chance of him coming back. But that doesn't mean he can't still fight. Townz would be released kind of like a sort of Tasmanian devil wildcard of the Scarlet Crusade, and he'd cleave and smash his way through the Scourge, which was great for the other members, except for when he turned his blade on them. To Townz, everyone was now a secret agent of the Scourge. Anything, living or dead, would feel his wrath. And you know you're batshit crazy when members of the Scarlet Crusade think you're crazy. And on that night of Hallows End, Sir Townz was finally put to rest. He was buried in the Scarlet Graveyard, but his slumber did not last long. The dread Lord Balnazar used his demonic energies to raise the fallen knight into undeath. Now as the Headless Horseman, he will continue his mission of purging the world of undead and living alike. Wow, that story was pretty scary. So when does he show up?
Prepare yourselves, or be overwhelmed! The horseman descends upon this realm!
We need to go help Goldshire before it's too late.
Oh my goodness! What is he doing?
Prepare yourselves. The bells have tolled. Shelter your weak, your young, and your old. Each of you shall pay the final sum. Cry for mercy. The reckoning has come. You thought me killed, dead and done. Soon you shall be the fallen one. The skies grow dark. The flames burn bright. None shall escape the horseman's sight. The town still burns, a cleansing fire. Time is short, I'll soon retire. Soldiers arise, stand and fight. Bring victory at last to this fallen knight. This end have I reached before. What new adventure lies in store?